guys, it is Friday and I am now just gonna start my Spookathon reading vlog for the weekend. I had a pretty busy week at school. Monday was conferences, so I was at school from 7 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. So it was a 12-hour workday. Obviously got home and literally changed, got into bed with my dogs, and then read for about an hour and then fell asleep. So then I had book club Tuesday, and then it's just 2 days after that, and it's the weekend for me. We have Friday off. It's the end of the quarter, so planning on getting a lot of reading done. I did have to finish Eliza and Her Monsters on Monday. I didn't get to start the readathon until Tuesday, and I guess I could count Eliza and Her Monsters because it has a spooky word in the title, but it's literally a YA contemporary, so I'm not going to count that. But I have finished one book officially yesterday, and that is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. This counts as read on the cover and a thriller and a book outside of my comfort zone. I could count it for all three depending on how this weekend goes. So this one, you guys probably all know, it's a smart house, and the beginning is this woman is accused of murdering one of the kids she nannied at that smart house, and she's claiming she's innocent. I liked it. It was spooky, but the ending wasn't that surprising to me. I was waiting for this like really insane ending, and while part of it was surprising, who was behind everything or what was behind everything, it was obvious to me. Like, they dropped enough hints that I'm like, okay, well, it has to be this. And then as soon as we got closer to the end, I was like, well, it's definitely this, and it was. So I was pretty disappointed by that. I was waiting to be shocked, and like I was surprised by one thing, but there were like 10 pages left and we still hadn't figured out what was behind everything. And then it was all revealed in like 2 pages. So I don't know how I feel. It was definitely spooky. It was scaring me. Like, I didn't want to read this when I was alone, but I wasn't too impressed by it. I have 2 books I can read next. I just asked on my Instagram which one I should read, so I'm going to see which one wins and I'll pick that up next. But I did start Born Madly last night, and I didn't get that far. I maybe got like 20 pages in before falling asleep, so I'm going to read this today. I'm going to go over to my parents' house and let the dogs run around, and then I don't have too much to do. I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, and I might go to the grocery store, but I am listening to Reap by Tilly Cole, which is a dark romance. It's like the men are all captured and forced into like these underground fighting rings and pumped full of drugs and stuff like that. Raised by Tilly Cole, the first book in the series, was one of my favorite reads last year. So this is book 2 about Ray's sister and a different fighter. So it's really, really good. I'm obsessed with the audio. It's on Audible Escape, and the guy talked really slow, so I'm listening at 2.5 speed, and it's not too fast for me, so I'm gonna fly through it. I only have about 4 hours left, which is less than 2 hours of reading, so I'm gonna finish that this weekend. And I did start Gypsy King by Devney Perry as an ebook, and that's about a motorcycle club, which is an MC romance, and our main character is a reporter in town, and there was a murder, and the MC president like has disbanded, and so the old president, who was the father of the main character of the book, whose name is Kingston, but he goes by Dash, I think. His dad is arrested for the murder, and so this girl's determined to bring this club down, even though they're not really a club anymore. She's new into town, and she wants to figure out if they're really disbanded or what they're doing, and they own an auto body shop. So it's gonna be her romance with the main guy, but the guy's dad's in jail right now, so it is kind of a mystery too, because there was a murder, so that can count. So I've only finished 1 book, but I'm in the middle of 3 others, so this will go okay. But I gotta go, so I will talk to you guys later today. She's just lounging. Hi, why are you so pretty? You okay? Hi guys, so it's like 3:30 now. Oh, it's almost 4. I don't know if you can hear Lily whining. My sister's doing a video downstairs, a workout video, so I don't know if you can hear that either. But I came back from my parents' house, had to run to the bank, went to Goodwill, didn't find any good books, and then filmed some videos. So I didn't get as much reading done as if I stayed at home this morning, but I'm 80 pages into Born Madly, and it's really good so far. So I can't tell you really a lot about it because, well, it's the 2nd book and it's duet, but it's really good. And I'm almost done with Reap by Tilly Cole, and it's boring. Like, there's a lot of action at the beginning and then nothing in the middle, and I have like an hour left and we're just getting to more action. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. I loved book 1, but there's a lot more stuff going on in book 1. In this one, he's literally just like sat around their house for 200 pages. So I'll finish that, but I'm definitely gonna try to finish this tonight. The OSU game's on tonight on a Friday night. It's on the Big Ten Network, which we don't get because we don't have cable. We just have the general channels with an antenna. So I think I can get on my sister's iPad though if we log into the Spectrum app under my parents' account. So we'll see if that works, and if not, I'm not watching the game tonight, but I need to read, I need to sew some, and I'm going to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. So those are my plans, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hi guys, so it is Saturday. Feels like Sunday because the football game was on yesterday night and the OSU game. So college football was on a Friday night, and I had no school yesterday, so I swear today feels like Sunday, but it's not. I went to the gym, I went to Hobby Lobby, got some fabric, and then I finished Born Madly. So this counts as a book with a spooky word, which is gonna be Madly, and it was good. I liked it. I don't know whether I want to give it a 4 or a 5 star. It just felt like it wasn't like as good as book 1, but it was still really good, and the ending did surprise me, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, so it's just like a really fun, quick, dark read with a woman in love with a serial killer. And I flipped to the back though, and her friend, who is a forensic scientist, it was, okay, so it was the person that's friends with our main character that kind of helps her at some point in this story and went to college with her. She gets her own book, and it's free as an ebook, so I'll definitely download that. And she's on the hunt for a serial killer, I guess. So love that. And so this is my 3rd book I finished for the readathon, and it's Saturday, so it's day 6. And I finished 3 books. I'm gonna read more of Gypsy King today by Debney Perry, and it doesn't count for anything, but it's still kind of dark. It is an MC romance, motorcycle romance. Our main character is a journalist, and she's tracking down who killed this woman and thinks it's someone from the motorcycle club. So still a little bit of mystery in there. Allie from Mrs. Dunn Reads, she asked me if I wanted to buddy read No Exit with her, so I'm gonna read that tonight and then read that tomorrow. And my dad really wants me to read it. It's one of his favorite books, and I was talking to him about it yesterday when I was over, and I did put a poll in my stories if I should read that or The Silent Patient. I think The Silent Patient was winning, but Kayla from Books and Lala finished The Silent Patient, and she gave it 3 stars. So I don't know if I'll like it if she really didn't like it. But we'll see. So I'm definitely gonna pick up No Exit later. I'm about 25% into the Gypsy King. I did read some at the gym this morning, so that's why I'm about 25% in. So I'll read that. My parents are coming over real quick. My dad's gotta do something for us. We just have extra wood in our garage. It's taking up space, so he's gonna cut it up for us and then take it away. So his dogs are gonna come over and visit. And then my sister and I have to pet sit their dogs tomorrow because they're gone all day on a trip, like a day trip. So we get to go and hang out at their house with their dogs. So lots of reading time there. After is on Netflix, and I really want to watch it, even though I really didn't like the book. I gave it 3 stars, and I know that the acting is gonna be awful, just based on what I've seen. I did start Getting Schooled by Emma Chase. It's an audiobook. It does not count for this readathon at all, but I am sewing and need to have something to listen to. So I need to finish up some sleeves today and do new seating charts for my classes and write a couple letters of recommendation. I had 3 to write this week. So some of my kids that I had as sophomores are seniors and going to college soon. So they asked me for a letter of recommendation, so I had to write those. And yeah, life's good. Lily's pretty. Darcy's over there. Got Stranger Things on. I'm gonna go read. So I started a new audiobook while sewing my sleeves. I have restocks every Sunday. It's always linked down below where my sleeves are. I do have new-ish large sleeves. I think I showed you guys last time where they are really big sleeves, and they will fit Book of the Month books. They'll fit hardbacks. They'll fit lots of stuff. And I have these really cute fall sleeves. This is everything I have in stock here. So if you're interested in any of this, it's always in my shop. It's always 10% off if you use the code in my description box, but I typically spend some weekends sewing sleeves for the restock on Sundays, and this is what's going up. The football one's super popular. I'm gonna probably have to get more of that fabric. And I have fairies. This one's one of my favorites right now. It's flannel. Super cute. But I started a new audiobook because Getting Schooled by Emma Chase was super annoying as a teacher. Nothing was realistic, so I couldn't keep on listening to that, so I started a Carrie and Cole book, so we'll see how that goes. And then I do have No Exit that I'm going to start today. Hi, Miss Lily. What are you waiting for? I have a little puppy in my lap. What's up, Dark Stars? She wants to cuddle while I read. This takes place during Christmas, which is interesting. So she's listening to Christmas music and about to get stranded. So, and she's in college, which I didn't know. But I'm like 6 pages in, so we'll see how it goes. Is Lily gonna get up? Go ahead. No? Okay. How's the Starcy? Hi. Oh, there she is. Hello, baby. So I'm like 50 pages in and it's pretty creepy. Allie is like 25 pages in. She just messaged me and we are both kind of freaked out. But I feel like this is easier to read than The Turn of the Key because I'm not at a rest stop. It's not a snowstorm outside, so I can detach myself from the book. For Turn of the Key, she was in a home and I'm in a house. So I just like felt like super creeped out, like someone was in my house when I was reading Turn of the Key. This one, I'm not too creeped out, but it's still scary. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Did she even see what she thought she saw? She's obsessed with this bad guy, like this creepy guy. And obviously he's not going to be the bad guy. So I don't know. There's so much to happen. I'm skeptical of the super nice guy. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Hey guys, so I'm wearing my lovely Caldwell Police Department sweatshirt. Thought it was very relevant to the readathon. It's a Black Dagger Brotherhood, so paranormal stuff going on. I am about 120 pages now into No Exit. This book, I get why my dad likes it because it's very action-packed and like boom, boom, boom with stuff. It's not like they're sitting around in this rest area for like 200 pages. She does stuff. Things are discovered and now I'm freaking out. And I knew that like there was just like something that was happening and I was like, this can't be the answer. But then it's like something else happened. I was like, oh, and then like I'm like, I still don't know what to think. And now I think something else that could possibly be right, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know. Who's calling me? Sorry, my mom just called, so I'm changing angles now. I know that Allie was about 60 pages in and we were both just like, there's no way it's the guy that the girls creeped out about, but different things were happening. And so both Allie and I were freaked out. But like I said last night, it's not like super scaring me because I'm not in that situation. So if I were reading this at a rest stop in the middle of a snowstorm, I'd be freaked out. But I'm detached from the situation, so it's not too scary for me. So I'm really enjoying it. My dad was very excited that I was reading it now because he loved it. Yeah, and I'm excited to read more and see what the answer is because it's good. And then I'm gonna read some more Devney Perry, but I do have 2 episodes of The New Below Deck to watch at my parents' house because the first episode wasn't on the app for on demand. So we had to record it at our parents' house and then they saved the second episode for us that they watched. So 2 episodes of that to watch. Gotta make a seating chart for my classes and finish the last letter of recommendations because I wrote 2 already. So yeah, that's my day. I will go ahead and vlog at their house because you get to see my other 2 dogs. Hi, dogs. Oh, they're ready to go. They know we're going somewhere, so they are getting excited. Right, Lily, babe? Hi. I'm on page 149. Lily's just having fun over there. Hi, Lil. Don't want to spoil anything. It's good so far, so not much has happened, but yeah, I'll keep on reading. Hi, Miss Lil. That's the dog barking. So I'm like halfway through this book. I'm almost at page 190. They always bark at everything outside. It's Eva. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, this book is crazy. Things are constantly happening and I don't know who to trust still. Obviously you can't trust certain people. I apologize if you have a dog and you're watching this because they're probably freaking out right now. But I don't know what's gonna happen, so I'm just gonna wait and see. This book is crazy. Crazy. And I still have 60 pages left and like things get gruesome and crazy and like something crazy just happened and I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my god. So it'd be a really good movie because like there's literally like no slow parts in this at all. And I'm freaking really freaking out right now. And Darcy's just sitting here. Hi! You cuddling with me? Yes, you are. Hi. So, I finished No Exit. I am home. I finished this at like 2:45 and then I left my parents and now I'm back at my house because they're getting home soon, so they didn't need us there anymore. My sister's at work right now. She worked 3 to 3 today, which she never does, but 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. So she's not here and I'm alone all night. So this was crazy. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. This is what I wanted in a thriller. This had so much action. It was like fast paced the whole time. You didn't know who you could trust the entire time. Something was gonna happen and then something else happened and then like other things happened and it was crazy. Crazy. That ending, I had to tell myself to slow down. Like literally I was reading the next page before I was done with the first page because I wanted to see what happened on the next page and I had to be like, no, slow down, read everything, even though you want to know what happens next. I was not expecting that ending at all. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know who was gonna live, who was gonna die. Crazy. I'm giving it 5 stars. This is definitely the best thriller, my favorite thriller that I've read ever, and I am very pleasantly surprised with this. So I'm glad I finally found a thriller I enjoyed. Crazy. Pretty sure Allie hasn't read any more. I'm a horrible buddy reader. I just went ahead and read the whole thing. And because our live show's on Saturday, I'm gonna go ahead and start Raphael today. I did have 2 other thrillers I could have read, and that's The Silent Patient and My Lovely Wife, but I don't know how I feel about reading these right now. Since I just read a thriller, I'm like really in the mood for a romance. That's why I have an hour left of Storm by Carrie and Cole on audio, and I love it. It's not at all spooky. It's nothing for this readathon. He's a rock star. She's in a relationship. There's definitely cheating going on, but I don't mind that in the book. I really like it. So I definitely recommend it, and I really can't wait to read more in the series. I'm hoping that the rest are on Audible Escape. We'll see, because I'm going to continue on with that. But I'm going to finish that while I do stuff for my Etsy shop and while I put away my laundry, and then I'm going to read Raphael. I do have to read some chapters of Dorian Gray because I'm teaching that right now, and we have like 3 reading nights left, so like 6 chapters. Maybe it's 2. I think we only have 4 chapters left actually. So we're almost done with that book, which is exciting and perfect timing because it's in October. I always make sure we read Dorian Gray in October because it's nice and spooky. But yeah, I'm gonna read this tonight and hopefully enjoy it. I might put something on while I get some stuff done on my computer. I have a ton of reviews I need to write. I haven't really been writing a lot of reviews lately, so I have to do that. And yeah. Hey guys, it's almost 7. Light is rapidly fading outside, so I decided to go ahead and just close out this vlog now. It is the end of the day on Sunday, and I ended up not even starting Raphael. I decided to... Hi there, stars. What is in your... Do any of your dogs just come inside with like mulch hanging out of their mouths? Anyways, so I have officially finished 4 full books this week, and I have 30 minutes left of an audiobook, and I got halfway through an ebook. So I also finished 200 pages of Eliza and Her Monsters, which didn't count. I did finish The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. This counts for a thriller. Hey. This counts for a thriller. This counts for Red on the Cover. This counts for a spooky setting. This counts for Out of My Comfort Zone. Pretty much counted for almost everything, and gave it 4 to 5 stars. Was kind of disappointed by the ending. I also finished Born Madly by Trisha Wolfe, book 2 in this duet, and I gave it 4 to 5 stars. This counted for the read a book with a spooky word in the title, which is Madly, and it was really good. Serial killer. There's a lot more going on with the fact that he's a serial killer, so there's a lot of more people die in this. So I enjoyed it. The romance was really good, and I liked their forbidden aspect and just how it's super angsty and they want to be together, but guess what? He's a serial killer, so it was really good. I recommend this duet. Seriously recommend it. Then I did listen to the audiobook of Reap by Tilly Cole. This is the bind up of the 2 books, but I listened to the second one, and it was pretty disappointing. I really loved it in the beginning, but then like nothing happened for like at least 50% of the book in the middle, and then we got a little bit of action at the end. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I really wanted to like it so badly, but the first book there was just so much action in it, and this one he just kind of like sat around. And I was reading some reviews, and they pointed out they didn't really get to know each other. It's the sister of the guy from book 1 and a different fighter who was rescued from the underground fighting ring that was like abusing their fighters, and like they were born and bred and kidnapped to fight. So they saved him, and she fell in love with him while he was staying at her house. Yeah, they didn't really talk. I don't know. It was okay. And this didn't count for anything. And the last book I finished was No Exit by Taylor Adams. I always forget the author. And this was so good. Creepy setting, definitely. And it's also a thriller and out of my comfort zone. And I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The only read this week that was 5 out of 5 stars. The thriller that is my favorite so far that I've ever read. I need something spooky, but also like action-packed. I like things where people just do things, I guess. I don't know. There was just like a lot of action in here. Page 50, she was going out and doing something. She wasn't just waiting around. So good. The ending was bizarre. I mean, I talked to my dad briefly after finishing this when my mom called, and he's like, oh, I'm so glad you liked it. And I was like, this is crazy. And like, it was fun talking to him about it because he loves this book. So it was really good. And it got like gruesome. So there were parts I was like, oh no, what is happening? But like in a good way. It was really good, and I'm so happy I picked this up. So if you know any thrillers like this, please let me know and I will read them because I really, really like this. Then I got 50% into The Gypsy King by Devney Perry, which comes out on Tuesday, and it's a motorcycle romance, and our main character is trying to figure out who murdered this woman. It's pretty good so far. It's kind of slow, so I feel like it's going to be like a 4-star read for me. But I'm going to finish that tomorrow. And then Storm by Carrie and Cole, I have 30 minutes left. And I listened to that one on 2.5 speed because they were talking really slow in the beginning. So I just bumped it up. I usually listen to it on 2x speed. But I can do 2.5 on this one. And it's really good. I'm probably going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. But I'm bored right now at the end. I'm like, is something else going to happen? Or are they just going to like hang out for another 30 minutes of the audio? I don't know. So it's 5 right now. But we'll see how this ending ends up happening. But I've already downloaded a book too, and I'm going to start that audiobook next because it's so good. I didn't really like, what was it called? It was the one that, like, she fell in love with her dad's best friend, who's pretty much an uncle to her and, like, helped raise her. I see the cover. I don't remember. Torn, maybe? But I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't like it because the romance was, like, creepy to me and not, like, good age gap to me. But this one's so good. It's a rock star romance. And she is stranded with him for 2 days in the beginning in a snowstorm in a car. So good. And she didn't know who he was. And so I really liked it. Like I said, though, there is cheating in it. So if that bothers you, don't read it. But it's really good. And that is my Spookathon. Let me know how you did for the Spookathon if you completed it. I believe I completed every challenge. So I'm super excited about how this went. But let me know how you did. And that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.